guys, we are heading to Long Island, Manhasset today for something special. Okay, so we came very early in the morning. Now it's like 7:15 because Hermès is having sample sale. Today is the second day and the line is not very bad, so here's hoping. I think they open at 9 or 10. I'm not sure. But Shay is with me. Okay, the sale is at a nearby area near the store, but they make us line up in front of the store.
Not even the line, I think it's the fact. Sorry, I'm gonna come and fill up. She started to yell at them.
Okay, we're moving the line, so this is a good sign. I got my ticket. Okay, it's 10:46, so I think we should be in maybe another 30 minutes or an hour. They're letting 20-25 people in at a time, and you're given 30 minutes only to shop. We arrived here around 7:15, so it is not too bad of a wait compared to yesterday. Yesterday was chaos because it was the first day.
Version stuff. Relax. Relax. Nobody's cut the line. I don't care. Nobody cut. I haven't unsafe my friend. I'm talking about her.
Children, children, behave.
I know, right?
You can talk to him, bud.
Okay, we made it out. It was insanely overwhelming. We got a few things, but you only get like 30 minutes. I will explain to you later on, but we made it out and there's still people waiting in line behind me and then more in the back. Everyone, welcome back to my channel with me, Monique. I'm currently in New York, and for today's video I have a little bit of a story time and a haul in the end. So I got here last week, and on the day that I arrived here, my friend informed me that one of the Hermès stores in New York is having a sample sale. I'm talking about New York State, not New York City, so it's not the store in Madison or Meatpacking or Wall Street, but it's actually in Manhasset, where they have the, I think it's Mall of America or Americana Mall, I can't remember the name, but Hirschleifers is also there. They have a Chanel. And this particular Hermès store is a franchise. So it's an independent store, and it is one of the few franchise stores that's left. And so basically they're a standalone store. They're not really connected to the Hermès corporate, but they are a franchise. If you don't know, Chanel at Saks Fifth Avenue is also actually a franchise. So they sell the Chanel merchandise, they do sell at the same time and all that, but they don't have to return older inventory. If you are a store under the corporate, you have to return inventory back after, I think, 2 seasons or 2 years. Franchise stores would usually have stocks from years ago. So the Hermès in Manhasset, New York is a franchise. So they are having a sample sale. It's only going to be from their stock from the store's own stock. Not the same with when Paris is having their Hermès sale, or sometimes here. They have also in Jersey 2 years ago at the Short Hills Mall, and they also have sometimes in Manhattan with the Soifer Haskins. That would be like with the corporate, so that would have more inventory actually, but because this is just one from that one particular store, it's not as big and the inventory is not as much. I was informed about it the day that I arrived, and the sale was supposed to be the next day. The sale was held from Wednesday to Saturday, so I knew about it on Tuesday. If you're on Instagram, you should definitely follow Madison Avenue Spy and Lux Hunt. Those are two among quite a few of other accounts that inform you about sales and sample sales in the New York area. So I was just checking on the Insta, and I was also talking to my friend. We're thinking about going the next day, but this particular sale happened also last year, and they're known to be such a mess because it's only one small store. They couldn't handle the amount of people that comes to the sale, and everything was like such a mess. Last year they were shut down by the police department because they were beyond capacity on the first day. So, you know, if you already wait in line, you couldn't even go in because they were shut down. And on the second day, they had blackout throughout most of the day. So it was just such a mess. It was just such a mess. So everyone on Instagram has been commenting how it was such a mess, and you know, a lot of them are not thinking about going. And mind you, I have just traveled here on like such a long flight. So I was not really looking forward to go to a sample sale and standing for hours the next day after I arrived. So I decided to go on the second day, which is on Thursday, so that on Wednesday I could see how the progress of the sale is. People were sharing on Telegram about how their experiences are during the first day of the sale. So the sale started on Wednesday, but they were giving out tickets for the Wednesday sale on Tuesday evening at 9 p.m. Mind you, Manhasset is around 30 to 60 minutes from New York City by car. So it's not like you can just take a train. I mean, you can take a train, but it's not like that easy as taking the subway or taking like the yellow cab. If you wanted to come on the Wednesday, the first day, you had to wait in line on Tuesday evening at 9 p.m. So I was not about to do that. So that was a done deal. I was not going to come on Wednesday. I don't want to end up waiting all day and not even going into the sale, because obviously on Tuesday there were a lot of people with tickets. But they said that for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, it's like a first come, first serve basis. You don't have to wait in line for tickets the night before. You can just walk in on the day. So that's what we decided. So we went on Thursday. We decided to go very early. It was not like super early, but I think we left at around 6:15 or 6:30. We decided to take an Uber. I went with my husband. 30 minutes we were there. It was like around, I think 7:10 or 7:05, and we were number 20 on the line, which was amazing because in my mind I thought I was going to be like number 100 or something like that. So mind you, the sale does not open till 10 a.m. in the morning. So they lined us up in front of the Hermès boutique, but the actual sample sale is going to be on the building next door. So at 9 a.m. the organizers handed out tickets. We had to fill out a form. You have to give them the ID. Your credit card has to match your ID, the name on the credit card and then name on your ID, they have to match. And of course they were saying, oh, they were like 17 people that came yesterday on a first come first served basis. They waited all day long till 6 p.m. closing time, even though knowing that yesterday was only for people with tickets. But since they were waiting there the whole day, the organizers decided that they're going to give the tickets to them for Thursday. So of course, even though we were, you know, number 20, 21, there were like 17 people in front of us from the previous day. but that was what they were telling us, because some people saying 17, some other people saying 45, but what I know is that our ticket numbers were 70 and 71. So obviously it was not only 17 people, it was definitely more than 40 people. So you can imagine they didn't even have a lot of inventory, and the space is so small, so it moved pretty slow. At 10 they opened, and I think they have like maybe 10 people at a time, between 10 to 15 people. You only have 30 minutes to shop. So when you enter, they only let you 30 minutes. So they give you a wristband when you enter, and then they write down the time that you enter. So 30 minutes from the time that is written on your wristband, you have to finish. The staff inside will keep tracking, but of course, you know, you could possibly like spend a little bit more than 30 minutes depending on whether or not they check your bin or not. Store open at 10. We entered at around 12. So mind you, I've been there since 7. So 7 to 12. We've been waiting for 5 hours. So we enter. It was such a small space. You couldn't take pictures. You can take videos. They put a sticker on your camera so that you can take it. And I saw a girl talking to her friend on the phone, you know, deciding on whether or not to get something, and they would be yelling at her. You are not allowed to use your phone at all. They were yelling at her. So, and anyway, you have 30 minutes. You don't have time to be going back and forth asking your friends what they want. There are 2 counters. They have the scarf counters and the bracelet counters, and to get anything from that counter, you have to ask an essay, which takes time because you have like between 10 to 20 people inside and everyone wants something. So it was just such an overwhelming experience in my opinion, because I kept thinking I only have 30 minutes and I have to get everything and I have to see everything. There were no click-clacks, of course. There were no CDC. I was hoping that there were CDC. I think you have to be like the first people that go into the sample sale in order to get the best stuff, because they don't replenish throughout the day. And being that we were like number 70, 71, there were a lot of enamel bangles, but that wasn't on my list. Some Be Happy bracelets and some other bracelets, but not really something that I would just buy just because. They're not on my list anyway. Some horn jewelry. I almost got a pair of earrings, but I decided against it in the end. The scarves were not bad. They have a lot of sizes: twillies, 45, 55, 70, 90, 140. They even have some cashmere ones. Like, not a lot of options, but they do have many different sizes. Prices ranges from 50% discount and up. So they have the tag, and they would have the retail price and the discounted price. Sometimes it's 50% off, sometimes it's more. I think it all depends on how old the inventory is. Shoe selection is not amazing, not a lot at all. For people who are 36, 35, it's not too bad, but if you're like 38, 39, it's just, there's nothing for you. Men's selection, there was really nothing only if you have smaller feet. And clothing, they did have a room for clothing, one for men's wear and one for women's wear, but you know, I looked at the prices and it's only 50%. So 50% out of 2,500, it's still quite a lot for like a top, so I passed. I think that's about it. Some hats, some ponchos, some baby stuff. I think that's pretty much it. There was no beach bags or nothing like that. So yeah, 30 minutes and then we're out. The line to pay for the items that we got was much longer than the 30 minutes because people, you know, take time. They want to decide what they're getting. There were limitations on what you can get. I think for scarves maximum that's 4, and then leather jewelry, that's 1. And I think enamel jewelry, it's also 1. Shoes, I think you can get 3 or 4, but you can only get 1 Oran or Oasis or Legend, only one of those. But there were none anyway when I was there. Some people who got in the morning, sometimes they do see Orans and Oasis, but it's probably like only like 2 or 3 pairs. The shoes offerings were just a bit sad in my opinion. Overall, it was an experience. I've always wanted to go to an Hermès sample sale, and it was kind of like perfect timing that it happened when I'm actually here in New York. For sure, definitely the chats on Telegram and the Insta story posts from those accounts really helped to know what's going on. So it was really informative to find out from people who went before. I would definitely recommend it if you haven't gone to an Hermès sample sale at all. Do not expect that it will be like a lot of inventory though, because you never know what you're gonna get. The one in Short Hills that happened 2 years ago actually had a lot of inventory. My friend went to that one and I got to have shoes and a scarf from that one. So that's my story time for today. Let me just show you what I got from the Hermès sample sale. So it comes in this white bag. I had 2 more items that friends of mine wanted to get from the sale. It's one tie and then another scarf. I already gave those items to them, but I will insert how they look like in this video. So here you go. Unfortunately, my husband didn't get to get anything because there were no shoes in his size, so everything is for me. Here is the receipt. It's final sale, of course. Let's start with the scarves. Scarves were definitely on my list. I really wanted to get scarves, so I focused on that more. So the first one that I got is this one, which is more like a bandana. This is 50, I think this is a size 55, and in this beautiful pink with the horse and the carriage. Very equestrian, and it's a good size for a neck chief. When we were paying, they took off all the tags. I think they want to avoid people from reselling this, but you know, for sure there were resellers there. So it just looks like this. I think it's a beautiful color. This was such a good deal because I think this one is from 2019. Yeah, this one from 2019. I think this was originally $210, but I got it for $64.50 plus tax. So this was an amazing deal and the only one that is in that price range. Next we have this one. This one is one of those giant triangles one. The triangle one is not on my list actually. I prefer the square one usually, but I just fall in love with this color. I just fall in love with the orange. I wanted something in orange and this was the only one in orange, and I like that it's giant. I can't remember the name of this print, but yeah, it's this one. Love the color. I think it looks beautiful. This one looks like that. Next one, I have the 140 size. I've been wanting the 140 size, but I don't want to fork out $900 or more for it. So I was happy to find this in the sale. There were other ones that is like a thicker silk. This one is more like kind of very soft silk, almost like the washed silk, but not really. So I wish it's like as thick as this one, but I didn't really like the colors on those ones. You know, the options are quite limited. I want something classic. I don't want something that is maybe too colorful. This one is blue and purple. This one is Robe de Soie, which is a very famous print as well. I don't know if you can see, but it's basically a horse. I might not be showing you the correct way. I love the colorway and I think it looks beautiful, and I love the size. 140 is just such a great size. That's the name of the scarf, and it says Hermès over there. So those are the 3 scarves that I got for myself. I got a tie for a friend and I got another scarf for another friend. Now let's go on to the shoes. Shoes always come with the boxes, which is great. So it's worth it to get shoes in my opinion. But they ripped off the tag name for the shoes, so I don't really know the name of this shoes, unfortunately. but I'll try to look it up. So here are the shoes that I got. I know it looks exactly the same color as my other sandals, but they are such great neutrals, so this will be a great replacement if those ones happen to be worn. Size 36. I wish it is a 36 and a half. As you can see, there's an outline of the H like an Oasis sandal, but it's more like a mule, this one. And this is my favorite heel height. Perfect. Love these. Also comes with the dust bags. Last but not least, I got another pair of shoes in the box. Oh, actually, let me tell you the prices. The sandals that I just showed you, they were $420 plus tax. The triangle scarf was $260, and the 140 scarf is $344 plus tax. So these are the last pair of shoes that I got. It's this one. It's a mule. It's just so comfortable and such a classic design. I tried it on, it felt like butter, and it is a good size. This is a size 37. I think they look really chic, and that reminds me of the Row. If you don't know the Row, it's a brand by Mary-Kate and Ashley. They're really minimal. They use very beautiful material. I love that the heel is in a different color. It makes it a little bit more interesting. Love this one. This one is such a classic. This one is $356, so I think it is more than 50% off, because usually their shoes goes for like around maybe 900 to 1,000 or more. Again, it comes with the 2 dust bags. So that wraps up my haul for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comment section down below. Would you go to an Hermès sample sale if it happens in your city? Don't forget to like this video if you like it, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye!